Okay, so this is a quick run through on how to use Padlet, specifically how to set up a Padlet wall for the class. So once you've created an account, you're going to get the dashboard page, which is kind of the overview, and anything you've done before will be saved. You can access it here. So I've done things that are expensive, things that are good for kids, things children should never have. But for this video, I'm creating a new one, which I suppose I'd probably use for a brainstorm at the start of class. That's up to you as a teacher to decide. So what I want to do is go to this plus sign, click, and click on New Padlet. Okay, and this is your default. It's sort of a gray wall. It doesn't look like much, but this is already an existing web page. Someone could type in this address here from any mobile device, and they'd have access to it, which is good. That's why students are able to use it to brainstorm in class. If you do want to make it a little more private, there is a privacy setting, which I'll show you in a sec. Anyway, you don't need to do too much. You can leave it like this, and that's fine. But if you want to change it around, and I usually do, you'll go here. This is the sidebar of options. You'll go here to modify this wall, the gear. So I'm going to click it. Okay, so you'll see at the top, these are sub options. I'm going to click wallpaper. That lets you decide what you'd like it to look like. So these are your options. This is the wood backdrop. This is the ocean backdrop. This is the sunset backdrop. Winds, blackboard, linen, you decide. It doesn't matter. That's just for looks. We'll go with this. Linen sounds fine. Alright. The other options that are important are address, and of course you'll want to title it as well. But I'll show you the address. So again, this is where my starting point. It gives me this long string of gobbledygook numbers. And that's fine, but it's very hard to remember. So I usually modify the address to make it a little easier to remember. So you can see when I click on this address, the chain link, it shows what the current address is. And I find that very hard to remember. It's just numbers and letters. So I'm going to give it a new one. I'm using this for a tutorial, so we'll call this padlet.com/SilasMagpie. That doesn't change, but I'd like the last part to be memorable, so we'll just call it tutorial. Okay, and that will help me remember it. The new address will be padlet.com/SilasMagpie/tutorial. And know that I'm going to click on pick. And the moment that I click pick, you'll see that the address changes. Okay. So now that I've done that, I'm going to give this a title. Okay. So I click on the gear icon again, and I give it a title. So for this brainstorm, we'll say things that are dangerous. I've put the title in here, but you'll see that as I type, it changes here. The title goes in the upper left. And if I want a description, a further description, I can. So, AKA. And notice as I type, over here words are being added. AKA, not safe at all. Alright, and again, everything you see here is going live onto the internet and being saved onto the internet. So anybody who is connected and looking at this page on an iPad, smartphone, they're going to see all these words appearing. Alright, that's a web page. There's more you can do, of course, but these are the basics. This is what I've used, and I don't think you really need more than that. So I'm going to cut out here, and next I'll show you what a brainstorm in class would look like.